Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. All right. Show me what we got. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get this started. Make sure my volume's good. Testing, testing, 1 2. Cool. Save that, and now we're ready. All right, let's get into it. Shirt is bright. Anyway, so today we have a couple of let's do close that. We got a couple of movers out here. WHLR is one of them. Kind of got up from 304s up here to the 6s today. Don't really know what the news is. Got 17 million shares traded. And then we got another one, HYFM, which is throwing a bunch of wicks. All right, so yesterday we got a little bit of news on the pause of the tariffs on everybody except China, basically. And the market exploded. It definitely caught me off guard because I had been watching SOXL. SOXL had came down here to what's gap down to $6, and I was going to give it some time to consolidate and try to retest this 689 to see if it can go lower. But we got some unexpected news, right? So, it kind of bounced back up on me, and I was like, you know what, man, I just kind of missed it. I didn't get any of this one, but I did get some other positions on other tickers. But yeah, that was very unexpected yesterday afternoon. I mean, it just ripped. And I was looking at it all day. I was like, okay, it's getting held down. Cool. All we need to do is just rip down this bottom of 750 and try to retest 689. Right now, though, it's at 11 bucks. So I'm like, well, I'll just see because the pause was for 90 days. So about 3 months on that pause on what's going to be happening with the tariffs to everyone else but China. So we'll see what happens in 3 months, right? But as for everything else, let's go over here and look at the overall market here. So this was the rip. I was watching this gap fill, and this was before the news that I had was watching this gap fill here at 17,394. It filled the gap fill, came below it, and then this was the news about the tariff pause. Boom. And I was thinking, like, in my head, bearish. But this one was one of those that, what you see on the charts really didn't matter when that news came out. It just went up. It just went up. And so I know a lot of people probably got, that were in short positions, probably got ripped out of their positions or stopped out of their positions on this move up. Big old move back up to the 19,400s, which is a level that we've seen tested 7 times, but I guess I need to change it to 8 now because it came up here and bounced right at this level. So let me edit this and I'll change this to 8 times tested. Right. And then we got the 19,000s that kind of got the crack back through, but we'll see what the sentiment is above this gap fill. Doesn't want to continue to move down, or are people more hopeful and will it continue to move up? I don't know. All right, so for the small caps, we got WHLR, HYFM. Let's go look at their news. Well, actually, first let's go This isn't the calendar. Today is the 10th. Okay, testimony by Governor Mitchell W. Bowman. Nomination hearing before the U.S. Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. That's happening at 10 a.m. Okay. What else we got? We got over here WHLR. This is a real estate investment trust. Does WLHR pay dividends? I mean, it's real estate, right? Last dividends paid out was in 2017. So I guess it cut its dividends to try to grow some more or something. Let's go look at those press releases. Last news was on March 26th, so no recent news that we're seeing, but it's up 132%. Go check and see what they got going on, WHLR. Okay, so profile, this is real estate. Let's see any special things. Nope. Nope. So just real estate. And it's a real estate company that doesn't even pay any dividends. It's just trying to get back out of the mud. All right. Let's see what its statistics are looking like. Float of under a million shares traded. Low insiders and low institutions. Who are the holders on this one? Any big name holders that might not want to see it too volatile? Not really. So there is top institutional holders, Stillwell Value LLC. Okay. So not a whole lot of people over here that are registered holders as of December 31st, 2024. I don't know where that's going to go then because not that interesting. All right, so let's go look at HYFM. This is Hydroform Holdings Group. Last news, March 5th. They put out their earnings. No dividends. Jump over here. HYFM. So this one has Vanguard Group in here holding, Texas Capital, BlackRock is in there. So you got some bigger names in there. Jump over here and see if they give me any other holders here. Okay, yeah. So they got a couple of pages of holders. Let's see if I do 100. Okay, but we saw BlackRock and Vanguard. And this is all 52 of them, right? Bank of Canada. They don't have a whole lot though. All right. Well, this one's got more. Let's see what it looks like on the insiders and the other stat institutions. So 3.49 million insiders and institutions are almost even on this one. Shares short 97.45K with 3. So what percentage is that? Short interest, shares short, 2% of the total is shorted. All right, well, we'll see if anything more interesting comes up. Let's look over here on the scans. So this is what I'm seeing on the scans right now. We got some very cheap ones that are sucking up volume. RSLS soon, but these are so cheap. That's why the scan is called cheapskate. For stocks that probably won't give the range and probably will just be really choppy. Then we got the small caps that are, we check these out to see if they have the potential to be something that moves, but these two, um, just not seeing it on Catalyst or on their individual little financial statistics. Okay, but for the leader on the mid and large caps, we got Nvidia. Yesterday, almost everything that was a large cap was up 10% or more. Everything jumped through the roof. And it was just a really hard, you know, it was really difficult to predict that yesterday. But I'm going to still be looking for the opportunities, still be looking for things to come down for me, and so that I can take those entries. Let's jump over here to the dividends. See what is anything on the scans real quick. Same thing for the most part. Still watching WVTRS it had a little pop up, but I'm still waiting for it to get on down in there. Western Union, IEP, for that one to continue down. XRX, it got up a little bit. I mean, literally, if it gets over this candle, I'm green. So if it gets back over 5, I'm green. Newell had a little pop up, but I'm still thinking some of these can grind lower. BGS, looking for this one to get on down here to this $5. MEI, RGP, and GUT. Oh man, yeah, GUT popped up quite a bit off yesterday's news. So it was down here 472, or maybe this wasn't yesterday. 472 down here and popped up to 530. So quite a big buy up, but we'll see. It pays a monthly dividend. Good morning, good morning. Interstellar Patir. I think you're a bot. And then Intel came back over $20 as well. I was really looking for it to just fall on through the cracks, but I guess we gotta wait. XOXL, man, that was so disappointing. It was down here pretty much in the bubble, but I was just waiting for it to do a little bit of consolidation in the bubble down here around 6 and 7. But Mike D made good money on that. He went ahead and took some shares. I mean, I was like, I don't know. I want it to come down a little bit more and I'll get some, but sometimes patience when things are unpredictable can be a downfall. 656. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back over to the regular because I really don't see anything that different over here on the dividends. Mm, mm, mm. So now we're back under the ATR, under a level that's been tested 8 times up here at the 19,400 that it couldn't break. And I want to see, is it going to start to create a new low above this gap fill level, above this 17,394? It's got this one level came down to this 18, but it's not a significant level. Let me go and look back. 18,700. Has this been tested before? Let's go look at the larger time frame. So 18,700 here. Looks like he got a little drop through, but it wasn't like a super significant. It wasn't like a super pin bar off of that price. It was just kind of like a touch and go. Through here, 18,700. Got tapped right here, 18,700. Then nothing else. I don't know about that one. We have to see how that holds up today. Anyway, WHLR just looking like it had a little run up. 530 is up here to 6, and then a huge drop down. And not a huge spread on this one, just kind of inching around. Let's look at NVIDIA. Has an ATR low down here of 106. It's closer to the low than the high. I think that's going to be all of these closer to the low than the high because of how much they moved up yesterday. Yep. But hopefully overall y'all have been having a good week. And definitely exciting in the long-term investments with all these big jumps and pumps and all this good stuff. Don't want that. HYFM. Tested this little level again at the 19,000. So kind of faded through it. Bumped it right here as well. So ran its head into the 19,000. So that should increase this number to 6. Faded, got through it without any respect that time. Came back, tapped it again. But this is all in the same, pretty much the same session. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, 8, I meant. Some good taps at that 19,000, good at the 19,400. I think the only thing that could really make this go down like that is if he's like, oh, well, you know, everybody's getting it. That's the only thing at this point. I think it's gonna hold. It's just gonna hold into consolidation without any news. Right. So the tariff pause that was once fake news is now real, making it the only meaningful catalyst for stocks right now. Trump tariff U-turns are leaving GOP lawmakers baffled. world reacts to Trump's tariff pause with relief and a little mockery. This could be the last time we see inflation easing for a while. Let's see, tariffs, blah, blah, blah. Why chances S&P 500 will end the year with a gain are slim. All right. Everything's about the tariffs again. All right. Not seeing anything else. That crypto talking about over here. So crypto, Bitcoin is back over 81,000, but I mean, how long is it gonna stay there? Is it actually gonna move up? It's looking a little wicky down here. Almost got that tap down to the 71s, but not quite. I wonder with a move like that, if we see a pattern start to develop on moves like that, where it's like, okay, well, maybe we'll decrease the tariffs on China or something like that. Will we see another explosion in the market up? Will we need to be on our P's and Q's for that type of news if it happens? If they come up with a trade deal that actually comes out with lower tariffs on China, right? Well, higher tariffs, but lower tariffs than have been proposed. I don't know. We'll see. All right, oil, what you looking like? Oil rose up. It hit 55 down there. 55 and then bounced up to 63. Little spurs of hope. Mm. But even it's close to the ATR low. Got to decide, does it want to bounce here and kind of consolidate between 63 and 60? Or does it want to go ahead and continue to fade off? WHLR getting on down. It's up 114% with no catalyst. Both these, actually, let me add these to the no catalyst. So we got WHLR. And we got HYFM, which had a catalyst from last month, but it was earnings. So I'm not going to put no catalyst. I'm just going to put earnings for that one, but no catalyst on WHLR. So one of those days where we kind of just wait and see what comes up and challenges these two losers. What comes up and pushes them off the scene. It's almost 7 o'clock. Sometimes we see a great increase in volume at 7, so we'll see if anything else can start to participate and start to come up here and try to tap these down. But it's got to catch up with WHLR with 18 million shares traded, which isn't a lot for a penny stock to get. Most days, most penny stocks, they easily get 10 million if they're really something that people are interested in. They have the relative volume. They easily get 10 million. Once they get over 10 million, it's like, all right, can you run? I think. Record share of credit card accounts descend into debt as stock market ricochet. What? People bringing out those credit cards so they can invest in the stock market. Oh man. Or invest in crypto or something. Why? So more people are making only minimum payments and falling behind on their credit card bills. Yeah, those minimum payments will get you killed. I learned that back in probably, I don't know, high school. Was it high school when I got a credit card? I think it was high school. I was like, man, I'm just gonna make the minimum payment. And that thing's just more, 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 more. It's like, nah, let me just go ahead and attack this. Attack it like it's attacking me. You're in the room with a bat, a gun, a spear, and both of you got options. But the longer you let that credit card live, the more it upgrades its weapon. It'll start off with the bat. It's like minimum payments, you know. And then you let 1 month go by and you carry over a balance. 2 months, 3 months go by. Okay, it picks up, like a battle axe or something. It's like, okay, that's a little bit different than the bat. Let's calm down. Then it's 6 months to a year of just making minimum payments. And now it picks up the AK-47 and you're still playing with the bat. And that doesn't go well. That doesn't go well at all. Anyway, 2 minutes away from 7. I'm expecting something to come up and become the winner on the day. I know there's great indecision in the market for sure, but the small caps, come on, let's get that good pump in here. All right, WHLR breaking down at 5. Looking good to the downside. Go ahead and dump. Give something else the attention. About 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm just gonna wait and be patient and see if anything else comes into play. Good morning, Danielle. Trying to see what's going on here. It's just one of those mornings where what is up is not really no catalyst or anything. It's just up. Hmm. Hmm. These days pass so quickly. But again, I think today is going to be a day of patience in the small caps. Got to get that competition going. Sometimes I'd rather have multiple tickers with catalyst than, a ticker with catalyst not performing as well as something without a catalyst. It's like you get into the thing with the catalyst and then it gets outperformed, and you're like, what happened? Well, could be that there was more short interest on that non-traded ticker. It could be that it's a pump, a super pump and dump. Could be that, if somebody made a mistake and fat fingered something and it shoots up or shoots down. It's a lot that can go on these little small caps. But the majority of things are, as far as the market, the QQQ, the SPY, oil, all of these are red right now. And we will see if they can continue. Looks like it wants to come back to this level, down to this 18,700. And I want some definite test around this. I'm just going to count this whole thing as one instead of 3 taps. I'm just going to say, hey, this thing was around here. I'm going to say 6 times there. All right. Coming on down. Tesla coming on down. What a pop right there. Down to almost the 200, close to 210, popping all the way back up to 272s. Amazing moves there. Apple, Amazonian. Surprised Amazon doesn't pay a dividend. It's kind of weird. So big. Coinbase, Netflix, Disney, Microsoft, ExxonMobil. AMD, PayPal. Airbnb. Yeah, small cap scans is super lame. Some random ticker would show up this month probably, so I just yeah, this kind of pre-market makes me be even more patient and just watching for developments. Of course, at 7:30, be an hour left. Sometimes they pop. A lot of times when things pop right close to the open, I'm like, let me just give this thing a chance to show me its true colors. Because sometimes they'll pop up with this amazing catalyst right at the open, drop, and then start to press their way up slowly throughout the day. And for those that are day trading, that could definitely be a problem because they want to trade the open. They want to trade the first hour. And in the first hour, it drops. And then it comes off the bottom later on in the day and laughs at them. It's like, haha, I got you. ELAB. Let's see, ELAB. We got over here. ELAB getting on up there above this ATR high level. ATR high was at the 484s. How much volume does it have? Let me see. ELAB. It should be showing up here soon if it had. Yeah, it should be showing up on my scan soon. It's 29% up. It's going to be in competition with the WHLR and HYFM. Let's see, does it have any kind of news here on ELAB? All right, 15 minutes ago, Northstrive Biosciences plant or science partnership with Yuva Biosciences to develop AI-powered therapies for obesity and cardiometabolic diseases. Okay. Will leverage proprietary mitochondrial science-focused artificial intelligence platform to discover and develop novel pharmaceutical treatments for obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other cardiometabolic conditions. Northstrive and Yuba Biosciences will compile a library of small molecule candidates that promote mitochondrial health and target the root cause of aging at the cellular level. Okay, announced today that it has entered into the development and license agreement. Okay. So they got an agreement. The main keyword here is AI, and then behind that is probably obesity. Yep, it just joined the list up here. Yep, there's the alert. Getting on up to $5, 25% up. Coming down here and tapping this ATR high here. Will it hold above this 484? Will it start to struggle here? All right, so ELAB has joined the party. Will it get more volume than HYFM? It's only got, I mean, it doesn't have that far to go to get HYM. It's got a catalyst today, but it's obesity. Oh, let's go look at further at this because I kind of skipped the process here. So let's go look at ELAB statistics. This is PMGC Holdings. Float is under 1 million. Institutions have 10% holding. So who is holding this then? Bank of America's got a little bit. Oh, they got just a little bit. Virtu Financial LLC, UBS. Okay. Top mutual fund holders, Fidelity, Concord Street. So percent shares held by all insiders. Percent of shares held by institutions, percent of float held by institutions. 10% of the float is held by institutions. Interesting. Doesn't have a public float over there. ELAB. This one says under 1 million. This one said, wait a minute. This one says insider owning 10%. Am I tripping? All insiders is 0.95, but this one's reporting, oh no, FinViz is reporting 10% on insiders. So we got a little mismatch of information here. This one says institutions. So who's the actual holder? Owners, institutional change. When was this reported? It says negative 32 top holders, insider holders, direct. So he's not a direct holder. He's not a direct holder. This one's only saying Virtu Financial is the only holder here. Percentage of 3%. Reported on December 30th. Amount at $100,304. A little bit of mismatch information there. Let's see how that pans out for it. Has a shelf registration from January of this year, January 27th of this year. So let me just put this up here as, you know, a little bit of mismatch information. I don't know if I'm just not going to trade it because of that, but mismatch info. Now I'll come back and check this before I do anything with it because I don't want to get caught up in some trash. WHLR still looking like it's on that downward move, downward slope. ELAB has now tested this 484, but still looks pretty bearish, like it wants to get below it. Only up 23%. Still has not caught up with HYFM, which doesn't even have a catalyst. So why is HYM still above this thing and bottom? This thing should shoot past HYFM. But it cannot. All right, so we got about 7 minutes. I guess we'll be watching ELAB, but I mean, it's still in competition with these other ones that it has not passed yet. Don't know what the relative volume is until the opening, the calculations start going through. But it is, I like to see more aggressive movement away from ATR high. So start to actually move upward away from this level of the 484. It's just kind of hugging it right now. I don't like the what's the word, intimacy that is showing this level here. Bumping it again. Breaking it on down a little bit. Yeah, this is looking like one of those struggling 20 stocks where it just struggles around 20% for the most part of the day. It never gets any more love. So I'm gonna let that one figure itself out. HYFM looking like it's about to break down this $2 level. Very low volume. So now will this 484 become resistance? 4 minutes left. If it closes under the 484, that's going to be pretty bad for it. There's the 88s. The candle's still moving. Maybe later in the day it'll come and reclaim that level, but looking like it's pushing on down. What, 60s here. So we'll see what it does later on in the day, if it can reclaim 480s or whatnot, but definitely eating into, what's this? This was the ATR high from yesterday, 450-ish level that is coming down to. So we'll see how it holds this 450 and how this how it gets back up here to the 80s. But as for now, it's only up 16%, so more and more eyes will be falling off of it as that percentage change decreases. Is this one gonna fall through the bottom as well? 490s. All right, well, we've come to the end of this. Let's go ahead and take one more look over here at the NQs. NQ, let's see, still just slowly making its way back down, but there's still some hope in this seems like some hope in this market, especially with all of this buying pressure. I just don't see it snapping all the way back to this gap fill, but could be wrong. Maybe some more news comes out that does that, and so I'm going to be patient and kind of stay out of the way. Right now I've got several positions that I wanted. I really want to get some XOXL, but oh well. We'll wait. We'll see. Anyway, I'm about to go ahead and shut it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're going to continue trading, definitely keep your head on a swivel. Because this today does seem. Good morning. Hitting the like, appreciate it. I always forget to say hit the like. That's promise I always forget. But yeah, appreciate you hitting that like. And so basically what we were looking at, Donnell called out ELAB that was popping up. We saw it come up to these ATR highs here of the 484s, and it started to kind of fall down. The other two that it is in competition with right now is WHLR, which is continuing to stair step its way down to the ATR highs here at 376, and then HYFM stair step, and neither one of these had the catalyst that is today, or a really recent catalyst that would be significant today. But definitely coming on down. WHLR pushing. And ELAB, like I said, so yesterday's ATR high was at the 447.50. It's holding the range between these two. And so the question is, can it get back above this 482? So we got this nice little range in here. 480 to 450. Can it exit this range and start to get up? It's only up 16% right now, so it did get back a little bit, but if it starts to break down this 440-ish level, it's looking bearish, looking real bearish. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys once again. We already know where we're looking, what we're looking at, and we'll see what the market wants to do. And if any special news pops out, oh, it's popping back up to that ATR high there off the off this little test, but we'll see. I gotta commute anyway, so I don't want to enter any trades and just not be able to manage it. But looking good, getting back up to the 20. We'll see if volume starts to push in here. Anyway, let me get on out of here. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. What do I want to do here? Let's go with, I don't know. Let's just go with this one. Let me see, what is today? Thursday? Yeah, let's go with this one. Looks like it's popping up a little bit though, so I would definitely keep my eyes on ELAB holding up this ATR, and we'll see what the new ATR comes out to be during the day, and I'll post those screenshots in the Discord, and we'll see if it can start to lift above this previous ATR here of the 484. Anyway, appreciate you guys once again, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.